Saturday, June 7, 2025, Newark, New Jersey, was the center of the MMA universe. The Prudential Center buzzed with anticipation as fans from around the world packed every seat. UFC 316 was the talk of the town, promising high-stakes drama and championship glory. The main attractions: two title fights that could redefine their divisions. At the top, Merab Dvalishvili challenged Sean O'Malley for the Bantamweight crown. Their rematch, now for the undisputed title, had the MMA world on edge. In the co-main, Julianna Peña faced Kayla Harrison, the Olympic judo phenom making her UFC debut. The atmosphere was electric. Chants, music, and the roar of the crowd set the stage. This wasn't just another fight night, it felt historic. Months of sacrifice and training would be decided in the octagon. The lights dimmed, the tension peaked, and Newark was ready for a spectacle. Legacies were on the line. The world watched, waiting for champions to be crowned. The Bantamweight title rematch between Merab Dvalishvili and Sean O'Malley was more than a fight. It was a clash of styles and personalities. O'Malley, the flashy striker, had built his reputation on highlight reel knockouts and unorthodox flair. His footwork and precision made him a nightmare for opponents. Across from him stood Dvalishvili, the machine, relentless in his pursuit of takedowns and control. His cardio and pressure had broken many before. The narrative was classic striker versus grappler. O'Malley believed he could keep it standing. Dvalishvili was determined to drag it to the mat. The build-up was intense, with both men confident this was their moment. Fans were split. Could O'Malley's striking overcome Merab's grind? The octagon doors closed and the rivalry reached its boiling point. Everything was on the line. The Newark crowd erupted as the main event began. O'Malley started sharp, using his reach and movement to keep Dvalishvili at bay. Merab pressed forward, feinting and searching for takedown openings. O'Malley defended early attempts, sprawling and circling off the fence. But Dvalishvili's persistence paid off. He chained takedown attempts, finally grounding O'Malley midway through the first. O'Malley scrambled up, but the effort was draining. Merab stayed glued to him, landing short shots in the clinch. The round ended with Dvalishvili controlling against the cage, a clear round for the challenger. The crowd was split, reacting to every exchange. O'Malley's fans urged him to create space. Merab's supporters roared at his relentless pressure. The pace was grueling from the start. Both men knew this would be a war of attrition. The first 5 minutes set the tone for a classic battle. The clash of styles was on full display. As the fight wore on, Dvalishvili's pressure only intensified. O'Malley landed crisp shots in brief moments, but Merab's takedowns and control dominated the action. The champion's energy faded as he fought off relentless grappling. By the championship rounds, O'Malley needed a finish. Dvalishvili avoided danger, stuck to his game plan, and racked up control time. The final bell left little doubt. Merab had executed perfectly. O'Malley, exhausted, acknowledged his opponent's dominance. The judges' scores were unanimous. Merab Dvalishvili, the new UFC bantamweight champion. The arena erupted as Merab celebrated, overcome with emotion. Years of hard work had paid off. A new era in the bantamweight division had begun. The machine was finally king. The co-main event brought Julianna Peña, the gritty former champ, against Kayla Harrison, the undefeated judo powerhouse. Peña's toughness and experience were her weapons. She'd shocked the world before. Harrison, a two-time Olympic gold medalist, was making her UFC debut with sky-high expectations. The matchup was a test. Peña's pressure and durability versus Harrison's elite grappling. Peña believed her championship rounds experience would be key. Harrison was calm, ready to prove her dominance on MMA's biggest stage. The stakes couldn't be higher: a UFC title and a chance to make history. For Peña, redemption. For Harrison, validation. The crowd buzzed, eager to see if Harrison was the real deal. Two warriors, one belt, and a division on the brink of change. The octagon awaited. From the opening bell, Peña pressed forward, but Harrison's composure never wavered. Harrison clinched, using her judo to control Peña against the fence. A textbook throw put Peña on the mat, where Harrison's dominance was clear. She transitioned smoothly, maintaining heavy top control and landing ground and pound. Peña fought to escape, but Harrison's grappling was suffocating. By the third round, Harrison had Peña trapped and unleashed a barrage of strikes. The referee stepped in, TKO victory for Kayla Harrison. The crowd erupted as Harrison claimed the UFC Women's Bantamweight title in her debut. Overcome with emotion, she thanked her team and showed respect to Peña. Harrison's transition to the UFC was flawless. A new champion and a new era had arrived. The women's bantamweight division had a fearsome new queen. History was made in Newark. The MMA world took notice. The UFC 316 undercard delivered fireworks and showcased the sport's next generation. Ian Gary electrified the crowd with a second-round knockout of Neil Magny, cementing his status as a future contender. Tatsuro Taira remained undefeated, out-grappling Manel Kape for a unanimous decision and a likely top-5 flyweight ranking. In a strawweight war, Lupi Godinez edged Mackenzie Dern in a thrilling split decision. Newcomer Michael Morales stunned Bobby Green with a first-round head kick knockout, shocking the arena. The undercard proved anything can happen in the UFC. Rising stars seized their moments. Veterans battled for relevance. Every fight added to the night's momentum. The stage was set for the main events. UFC 316's depth was on full display. The early prelims set the tone for an unforgettable night. Lerone Murphy extended his unbeaten streak, outclassing Dan Ige with sharp boxing and kicks. Said Nurmagomedov showcased dynamic striking and improved takedown defense, earning a decision over Ricky Simon. Caio Baralho survived early adversity, then submitted Anthony Hernandez in the second round. Every bout delivered action and showcased the UFC's deep talent pool. Even the night's first fight had fans on their feet. Fighters seized the spotlight, hungry for recognition. The prelims proved no fight is ever a given. Surprises and comebacks fueled the crowd's excitement. The energy built with every bout. By the time the main card arrived, Newark was buzzing. The early action set the stage for history. UFC 316 will be remembered as a turning point in MMA history. Two new champions, Merab Dvalishvili and Kayla Harrison, rose to the top in dominant fashion. Dvalishvili's relentless pressure dethroned O'Malley and reshaped the bantamweight landscape. Harrison's flawless debut crowned her as the new queen of women's bantamweight. Both divisions now have fresh storylines and hungry contenders. New rivalries are brewing and super fights loom on the horizon. The event delivered drama, skill, and unforgettable moments from start to finish. Newark's fans witnessed history firsthand. The Octagon was a stage for greatness. UFC 316 proved why MMA captivates the world. The crowning of new champions created memories that will last. The UFC's legacy of incredible moments continues. The sport moves forward, forever changed by this night.